Hey guys, my name is Sebastian Garcia and this is a channel where we figure out some of the bad things and look at some of the fun and interesting things that happened today. First off, losing a loved one's a horrible thing to disease. It's called The Color of Rain. It's a book that they wrote about them, and it's two couples who lost their families, and now because of that they met each other and now they married, and now the kids have somebody to talk to, and it's good to know that people are willing to move on. Now it's cool because the husband to the wife, before he passed away from cancer, left this.
If mom respected somebody and loved somebody enough to marry them after I've passed away, I want you to expect that I love and respect that guy too.
Now onto some economic news. The first is from a Macedonian company called FX3X. They make special effects, and it all started with one man and a computer, and it's become the best special effects company in the world. Next is a woman named TIBITHA, and it's about the Power 26. It's one of the feature videos on the YouTube homepage, and I thought I'd talk about it because it's exactly what I'm trying to say. $26 were given to her by the government because she was unemployed. She bought and sold tomatoes. With that money, started a shack, it was a clinic, and now she serves 40,000 patients a year. Now this is my point. Instead of sitting on Wall Street and protesting, work hard, get a job, get promoted if that's what you want. But it takes hard work, not somebody else wanting to fix things for you. Because that's what essentially those people are asking. They're asking some higher power, whether the government, the 1%, to help them. You don't know what to work in? CNN just reported that one recession-proof business that's even growing in the recession, and it's one of the few services that is growing, is a hairstylist, believe it or not. So become a hairstylist if all fails. And if you want more information, check the story down below. Now the next story is, I really think it's awesome because it kind of contradicts itself, yet it works. In El Paso, Texas, when Rubio Escoso actually started making traditional Mexican dishes for her clients, and on top of that, they started losing weight, which is kind of funny because Mexican food is high in carbs, high in sugars, high in calories, but because it is natural ingredients and they're homemade, it actually is better than what you usually eat, and it's making people lose weight. So by going back to the roots, she's making sure kids don't look like this and more like this. On the same note, Northeast Elementary School began doing this. Hip hop to the alphabet, aerobics to geometry, and things like that. But because of this healthy habits of actually exercising becomes healthy eating. And because of that, they become constant habits in the kids, and they are proud to say they have no obese kids in their school. On to our BAM for the day. Richard Mangino lost both of his arms from sepsis, which is a blood disease where there's so much bacteria build up and they can't control it that they have to amputate. Very unfortunate. Well, with that in mind, he decided to be the 4th person ever to receive a dual hand transplant. The reason I cover these type of stories is because it's not the miracle, more than the mentality. The way you should handle negative things, and this is a prime example of that, and that's why he's our BAM for the day. The Bionic Bride. Mrs. Smith BIONIC, she has a progressive heart condition. At first they had to give her a heart pump. Her heart deteriorated to a point where she needed a transplant, and hours before it was too late, they actually found a donor, and they gave her a new heart and a new pump. Now what's crazy about this story is that she was supposed to get married, within those days. The reason I love these stories is because a lot of science outbreaks come out and they're not really that relevant or make any impact on our everyday lives, but things like these do. Now on some news that doesn't really affect the day-to-day, but are so awesome. If you're a geek like me, you would know that the neuron collider that they have up in Europe, they kind of proved that Einstein was wrong about his theory of relativity. Now why does this matter? Because it showed that you can go faster than light, and that means, time travel. Marty McFly was laughing in his grave all last week. This was massive news because we base all our space theory and a lot of it on Einstein's theories of relativity. Now, if these aren't true, that means a lot of the things that we believe in and the things we hold true when it comes to science are really false. But as it turns out, not so much. The reason that's important is because Ronald van Edberg, which is from a university in Europe, he proved that there's a 64 nanosecond error in the GPS, which shows that the 64 nanoseconds faster that the neurons were going, the margin of error. So Einstein was right. So yeah guys, the world was good today and a little miraculous too. All stories are down in the thingy. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as without that there'll be no good news. Yeah guys, the world was good today and miraculous too, and I will see you guys next week.